Hey, y'all, let's catch up on what's going on in country music right now. The Country Music Association just dropped the first round of performers for the 59th annual CMA Awards, happening November 19th at Nashville's Bridgestone Arena. Lainey Wilson's not only hosting but performing too, and she's making history as the first solo female to host the CMAs since Reba McEntire did it more than 30 years ago. She'll be joined by Luke Combs, Megan Maroney, Ella Langley, Shabuzi, Zach Top, Tucker Wetmore, Big X the Plug, and Steven Wilson Jr. So it's shaping up to be a mix of the biggest stars and some really exciting new names. Speaking of legends, James Taylor is set to make his Grand Ole Opry debut on November 11th as part of the Opry's 100th anniversary celebrations. He's joining country icons like Vince Gill and Emmylou Harris for the show. Even though Taylor isn't a full-time country artist, his influence and his songwriting roots make this a really special crossover moment. And if you love a little country adventure, the Country Cruising 2025 event just wrapped up after a week on the water with more than 30 artists performing on board. It kicked off October 27th and featured stars like Trace Adkins, Clay Walker, and Locash, mixing concerts with fan meetups and all kinds of fun events. It's a great example of how country music connects with fans through experiences beyond the stage. Now let's talk new music and fresh announcements. Russell Dickerson just teamed up with the Jonas Brothers for a new version of his song Happen to Me, bringing a country pop twist that's perfect for both fan bases. Ernest announced his next project, Live from the South, dropping November 21st, all about Southern roots and storytelling. Lauren Watkins is gearing up for her new album, In a Perfect World, which really blends that fast-lane Nashville life with front porch simplicity. Ann Wilson just released her third studio album, Stars, with 12 songs she co-wrote herself, mixing faith and country in a heartfelt way. Graylin James is keeping his viral momentum going with a new single called Give Me a Second, The Before, following up his hit Water at a Wedding. Robbie Johnson also made some noise by releasing a country-infused version of AC/DC's You Shook Me All Night Long, putting a southern spin on the rock classic. And for fans of that raw Western sound, Colter Wall's new album, Memories and Empties, is set to drop November 14th, perfect for folks who love that traditional country feel. Brett Eldridge is keeping his annual Glow holiday tour alive this year, kicking off in November and running through the holidays. It's become a fan favorite and always brings that classic country Christmas vibe. Tucker Wetmore announced his Brunette World Tour, which starts in February 2026 and includes 22 stops around the world, showing just how far country music is spreading globally. And Luke Combs keeps proving he's at the top of his game. His single, Back in the Saddle, just hit #1 on the country airplay chart, marking his 19th #1 since his debut. That ties him with Morgan Wallen for the most #1s in that time frame, which is wild when you think about how consistent Luke's been. On the awards front, Ella Langley, Megan Maroney, and Lainey Wilson are leading this year's CMA nominations with 6 each, which just shows how strong the new generation of country women is right now. George Strait also made headlines by announcing a landmark show at a legendary venue he played 26 years ago, one that no one's performed at since, making fans wonder if this could be his last big hometown return before the rumored Super Bowl halftime appearance. Sadly, there was some tough news too. Country singer Todd Snyder had to cancel his U.S. tour dates after being violently assaulted outside a hotel. Reports say he suffered serious injuries but is recovering. Meanwhile, Jelly Roll just announced an exclusive show at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Australia, continuing his huge international rise. And Riley Green is bringing his Cowboy as It Gets tour to Connecticut next summer, promising another high-energy, crowd-pleasing run. So, yeah, there's a lot happening in country right now. New albums dropping, big performances coming up, tours being announced, and some powerful moments of resilience from artists. Whether you're tuning in for the CMAs, looking forward to new music, or just keeping up with your favorite stars, country music is alive, growing, and sounding better than ever.